On the Mat Media presents the Eastern Conference. And boy, we had an exciting week last week. And we gonna get into those matchups, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to On the Mat Media on YouTube to get all the latest updates. And we're gonna get right into game one. And that will be the Katona Hawks taking on the Seneca Village Outlaws. And the Hawks came out hyped up. And Steven was in his bag, catching that dunk right there. Another layup and one. Finding John in the corner for three. It was a typical game for the Hawks. The Outlaws highlights I didn't have available right now, so I just got the Hawks, but the Hawks was playing ball. And the final score was the Hawks 79 and the Outlaws 61. And the Hawks was led by John, 22 points, 3 assists in his first game with the Hawks. And the Outlaws dropped down to 2-3. And it's going to be interesting next week. It's going to be real interesting because they take on the Harlem Bullies. But this week we had the Harlem Bullies versus the Sentinels. And immediately the Harlem Bullies got on top of them with some great team basketball. But the Harlem Bullies was short-handed, and the Sentinels' long bench wore them down, and the Sentinels made their run in the game. So after the Sentinels came back in the fourth and took a 5-point lead, led by Sam right there who knocked down that three, and Fish and Jalen right there for that layup, the Bullies came back and forced the overtime. And then in overtime, the Bullies end up crushing the Sentinels, 113-104. I'm sorry to use crush, but the Bullies dominated in overtime. Tyler 35, Munch 22, 8 rebounds. And in this week's action, it will be the Bullies going up against the Outlaws. But how they stand right now is the Rebel Elites at 4-1, the Montrose Veterans 4-1, the Katona Hawks 2-1, the Harlem Bullies 2-1, the Outlaws 2-3, and the Brooklyn Sentinels 2-3, and the BK Vipers 0-4. And here are some of the league's top 5 players. Make sure you subscribe to On the Mat Media on YouTube. That's very important. The updates go there first.
2 minutes, 50 seconds left.
And follow the Eastern Conference on IG.